What if the greatest punishment for a guilty mind is not a prison, not a judge, not a court, but the mind itself? We like to believe that if we are clever enough, careful enough, we can hide what we have done. We can bury it deep, cover every trace, and walk away free. But guilt is not so easily buried. It lives inside us. It grows, it speaks, and sooner or later, it screams. Today's story is a chilling reminder that no one can truly escape their own conscience, so stay with us till the end. The narrator insists that he is not mad, though he admits he is nervous. He claims his senses are sharpened, not destroyed. He explains why he killed an old man whom he actually loved. The old man had a vulture eye, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever the narrator saw it, his blood ran cold. He decided he had to kill the old man to rid himself of the eye forever. For 7 nights, at midnight, the narrator slowly opened the door of the old man's bedroom. He shone a thin beam of light from a lantern onto the sleeping man's face, looking for the evil eye. But the old man always slept with the eye closed, so the narrator could not kill him. On the 8th night, the old man woke up. He sat up in bed, terrified by the sound of someone in his room. The narrator stood perfectly still, but he accidentally made a noise. The old man cried out once. The narrator waited an hour, then shone the light directly on the open eye. It made him furious. He heard a dull, quick sound, like a watch wrapped in cotton, the beating of the old man's heart. It grew louder and faster. The narrator, terrified that a neighbor would hear, rushed into the room. He dragged the old man to the floor and pulled the heavy bed over him, suffocating him. In a few minutes, the heart stopped beating. The old man was dead. The narrator examined the body carefully. There was no blood or wound. He dismembered the corpse in the bathtub and hid the pieces under the floorboards of the room. He was proud of his cleverness. Soon, 3 police officers knocked on the door. A neighbor had heard a shriek. The narrator welcomed them calmly, explaining that he had shrieked in a dream. He told them the old man was visiting the country. He led the officers into the old man's room and invited them to sit down. He placed his own chair directly over the spot where he had hidden the body. He felt completely safe. But then he began to hear a sound. It was a dull, quick sound, the beating of a heart. It grew louder and louder. He tried to speak louder to cover the sound, but it continued. He paced the floor, but the sound grew even faster and louder. He thought the officers were mocking him. They must hear it too. Why wouldn't they leave? The sound became unbearable. It was the beating of the hideous heart. Finally, the narrator could stand it no longer. He shrieked, "I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here, it is the beating of his hideous heart." You can fool the world, but you can never fool your own mind. The narrator hid the body perfectly. There was no evidence, no witness, no wound. By every measure he had escaped, but his own guilt became louder than any proof. Our conscience is the one judge we can never silence. Every wrong we commit leaves a mark inside us, and the harder we try to ignore it, the louder it grows. True peace of mind can never be built on a foundation of wrongdoing. In the end, it is not others who expose us, it is always ourselves.